Reflective. Over the past 2-3 decades, educators worldwide have inclined towards the concept of reflective teaching. This global movement represents a shift away from viewing teachers as simple technicians and towards recognizing them as reflective practitioners. It's a response to top-down educational reforms that treat teachers as mere vessels for implementing externally devised programs and ideas. Advocates of reflective teaching argue that teachers have been unfairly referred to consumer status when it comes to curriculum knowledge. They contend that teachers possess the skills to not only consume but also to create and critique this knowledge. Seeing teachers as reflective practitioners acknowledges their ability to both identify and solve problems within their educational practice. Teachers constantly adapt to challenges arising in the classroom. The reflective practice movement emphasizes teachers' active role in shaping their work's purposes and goals. It encourages them to examine their own values and assumptions and to take on leadership roles in curriculum development and school reform. Wisdom derived solely from others' experiences or research is limited. Educational research and staff development often ignore teachers' expertise, favoring top-down reform models that aim to impose pre-packaged solutions. Such models share a bureaucratic view of teaching, prioritizing procedure over the development of teachers' judgmental capacities. In contrast, seeing teachers as reflective practitioners recognizes the wealth of expertise embedded in their practices. Improvement must stem from individual teachers' reflections on their experiences. Therefore, it's time for the research community to acknowledge and incorporate teachers' knowledge. Reflective teaching recognizes that learning to teach is a lifelong process. Teacher education programs can only lay the groundwork. True development occurs through ongoing reflection. Reflective teachers commit to studying their practice and taking responsibility for their professional development. Our understanding of reflective teaching emphasizes 5 key features. 1. Reflective teachers examine, frame, and address classroom practice dilemmas. 2. They question the assumptions and values they bring to teaching. 3. They consider the institutional and cultural contexts of their work. 4. They participate in curriculum development and school change efforts. 5. They take ownership of their professional development. Reflective teaching versus technical teaching. The term reflective teaching may seem redundant to some. After all, isn't thinking about your teaching the same as reflecting on it? While it's true that teaching requires thought, not all thinking about teaching is reflective. Reflective teaching involves questioning the goals, values, context, and assumptions that guide your work. It's a deeper, more critical form of thinking. Technical teaching focuses on finding ways to present information and manage behavior. It seeks to apply established methods and techniques to achieve predetermined goals, without questioning the underlying context or assumptions. The problem is seen as residing in the student, and the solution is to find the right technique to fix the behavior. Reflective teaching, on the other hand, involves examining the context, goals, and assumptions that frame the teaching situation. It seeks to understand the problem from multiple angles, taking into account the students' backgrounds and the classroom dynamics. Reflective teachers design interventions tailored to the specific situation, and are open to rethinking their approaches based on new insights. Reflective teachers engage in ongoing self-assessment, identifying areas of strength and weakness, and setting specific development goals. They seek feedback from students and peers, and use this feedback to refine their practice. Reflective teachers see themselves as learners, always seeking to improve their understanding and effectiveness. Teacher education programs can play a key role in preparing teachers for reflective practice. They can encourage teachers to question educational goals and contexts, and to take an active role in curriculum development and school reform. Reflective teachers approach problems from multiple angles, and are open to rethinking their assumptions and practices. They see teaching as a complex, dynamic activity that requires ongoing learning and adaptation. Self-evaluation is central to reflective practice. Genuine learning and professional growth center on an educator's ability to critically evaluate their performance, even when such analysis is uncomfortable. This self-awareness is enriched by understanding how others, students and colleagues, perceive them, as well as by comparing their practices to their own standards for effective teaching. Evaluating one's progress can occur through both formal and informal methods, either independently or with a trusted peer, often referred to as a critical friend. A critical friend provides constructive feedback, challenging assumptions while offering support, creating a space for honest dialogue about strengths and areas for improvement. In addition, reflective practice fits within a broader framework of professional and career development. Educators, therefore, can enhance their capabilities through various ways, including reading books and articles focused on teaching methodologies, watching instructional videos that showcase effective teaching practices, participating in workshops and short courses on general and specific teaching skills, pursuing further education or higher degrees, joining formal and informal communities of practice to collaborate and share insights.